I woke up at 6 this morning but couldn't go back to sleep. So I decided to listen to a true crime podcast instead. Yes, I know, what an exciting way to kickstart my day. Finally, I got up at 8. I've been trying to sleep early and get up early, but that hasn't happened lately. I've just been too tired and therefore need more sleep. After getting up, I did my usual morning routine. I still had a sandwich left from yesterday, so that was my breakfast. A quick fit check before going to the train station and voila!
6 Richtung Garching Forschungszentrum.
I'm heading to Garching instead of Munich since computer science lectures take place there.
Mit jeder Einheit von x, hier oben ist jetzt x in.
I'm sitting in the tutorial for business analytics and machine learning. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on because I didn't review the lecture beforehand. So please enjoy watching me type furiously, pretending like I know what I'm doing. After the tutorial, I went to the university canteen to have lunch. I paid around €3.50 for the meal. For this price, the food was quite good. Later, my friend also treated me to a coffee. Thank you for the coffee. Lunchtime's over and we're back to reality. I'm attending the Business Analytics and Machine Learning lecture, the same course whose tutorial I was in this morning. I was so tired that my friends even caught me falling asleep halfway through. After the lecture ended, I went grocery shopping. I usually shop once a week, buying everything I need for the entire week. For dinner, I made spaghetti with creamy chicken and broccoli. Comment down below if you want to bash my cooking. I'm open to constructive criticism. I mean, it's nutritious since it has carbs, fats, protein, and veggies. I probably should have thrown the broccoli stems away instead of adding them to the dish, because they are so bitter. I took a shower, brushed my teeth, and completed the homework for the course Introduction to Deep Learning before bed. The lectures are pre-recorded, allowing me to watch them at my own pace. Last time, I pulled an all-nighter to finish the assignment before the deadline, and I want to avoid that this time. And that wrapped up my Monday. I started my morning with a cup of tea. Today, I'm working on a reading assignment for a course called Brain, Mind, and Cognition. In this course, we need to read 4 books throughout the semester, write essays, and discuss the material with other students. I'm taking this course to develop a reading habit. However, after just 20 pages, I got so bored that I switched to watching YouTube while munching on a bag of chips.
우리 팀명이 뭐죠? 신나라는 something that makes it stand out of the competition. And I've used the pot and even the microwave to cook rice.
Oh, and I eventually dropped the course because I was too lazy to read anything. The reading assignment is kind of done, so now it's time to watch the lecture for Introduction to Deep Learning. The course is hard and time-consuming, but I really like it. I always wanted to take a deep learning course during my bachelor's, but since I wasn't confident in my math skills, I decided not to. Now in my master's, I'm taking courses I enjoy without worrying about the difficulty.
I'm gonna reach different.
But you can.
And now, welcome to Foundations in Data Engineering, one of the 2 mandatory courses in my program. The lecture content is interesting, but I'm not a big fan of coding in C++, so I wouldn't say this is one of my favorite courses.
Please install
After getting home, I had dinner, took a shower, and prepared for my Korean course tomorrow before going to bed. That's how I spent my Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow.
한번 해보세요.
What better way to start the day than with a Korean class at 8 a.m. Luckily, it was online so I could wake up 5 minutes before it started. I originally wanted to register for the A2 course, but I wasn't enrolled at the university during the first round of registration, so I couldn't sign up. By the time I was enrolled, all the spots in the A2 class were taken. Since I still want to practice my Korean, I had to register for the B1 course.
혹시 알아요? MPL은?
추천하다.
추천하다. 맞아요. 추천하다.
After class, I went back to sleep because I was so exhausted. I later went to the university for the tutorial for foundations in data engineering. At first, I tried to stay focused, but the more I listened, the less I understood. Eventually, I just did my own thing, figuring it was okay as long as I didn't disturb anyone. Once the tutorial was over, I tried to find spots for lunch. Here's a quick look at the famous parabola slides in the mathematics and informatics building. They are not just for decoration, you can actually use them. Let's go. I'm having leftovers from what I cooked on Monday. Afterward, I review my lecture while waiting for the Language Cafe to start. The Language Cafe is a weekly event where you can meet other students, chat, and improve your language skills. Plus, they offer free drinks and cake, so it's pretty nice. Depending on the language you want to practice, you can go to the corresponding table, where native speakers are sometimes present. I highly recommend this event if you want to make new friends. I have met several people here, and we have become quite close.
Ja, muss man. Ja.
Hab ich noch nie in meinem Leben gemacht. Noch nie.
Echt?
Ich studiere seit 6
After the Language Cafe, we went out for dinner. I came home with a full stomach and was so tired that I went straight to bed. Thursday morning started with me picking up a package from Temu. Since I recently moved to Munich and my room is only half furnished, there are still plenty of things I need to buy. I know Temu products aren't the best quality, but they are cheap, and I'm broke, so they'll do for now. I bought some racks and self-adhesive mirrors, and they are not bad for the price I paid. The Visual Data Analytics lecture is in 2 hours, but I skipped it and later didn't take the exam either. I then went to the university for the Foundations in Data Engineering lecture, and of course, we ended the lecture in the most German way possible, by knocking on the table. I saw the Tum choir at the club fair, so I decided to try it out today. I was also in the university choir during my exchange semester in South Korea, so I thought, why not join the choir here as well? Unfortunately, since I couldn't dedicate enough time, this was my first and also last choir rehearsal. For dinner, since I wasn't in the mood for cooking, I decided to use Too Good To Go. Too Good To Go is an app that helps reduce food waste by letting users buy surplus food from local restaurants and stores at a discounted price. You simply choose a store, purchase a surprise bag of unsold food, and pick it up at the designated time. This time, my surprise bag contained 1 sandwich, 2 pain au chocolat, and 2 big pretzel sticks. I discovered Too Good To Go 6 months ago while working on my bachelor's thesis. At the time, I often had to spend the entire day at university and needed something quick and cheap to eat. After filling my belly, the only right thing to do now is to head home and sleep. It's been raining a lot lately and I'm not a fan of it.
And it's, the kind of thing.
Okay. So I guess we will start. I planned my course schedule so that I'd have Fridays off. My idea was to use the day to explore the city, whether that meant trying out a new restaurant, a new cafe, or just simply wandering around Munich since I just moved here. But today, I ended up meeting my tandem language exchange partner for the first time instead. We basically got to know each other and talked about our goals, as well as how we want to structure our weekly meetings.
Okay. So technology and education,
I then went to my friend Yannick's place for a board game night. I met Yannick through Minga, a buddy program for international and exchange students in the informatics department at TUM. I highly recommend registering for the program if you are in your first semester like me. Since I arrived way too early, we went out to buy some snacks and drinks for the night, and just listen to music and chill while waiting for the others. We play Nobody's Perfect and poker. If you want to test your German vocab, especially the super complex and technical ones, This is the game for you. The only word that stuck with me after the game was emeticum. Anyway, I left around 12:30 a.m., nearly missed the train, and had to run for my life to catch it so I could get home. On Saturday morning, not much happened since I slept like a log until 1 p.m. Now, I'm on my way to my friend's birthday party. The sun's kind of out, so compared to the past few days, the weather is way better today, and it's definitely lifting my mood.
Autumn from Spotify. Now when the music ends, similar music will autoplay. To change this setting, ask...
Cheers, guys! For that's not the center.
I'm sure it's perfect, Amber.
Yeah, we don't have a thing.
I don't want it. It's okay.
Guys, I refuse from...
We later had dinner at an Italian restaurant, and there was a 71-year-old man who was really nice and chatted with us. The food was okay. It didn't blow me away or anything.
I'm sorry, I'm
That was a
sorry.
good one. So good.
Okay.
Mochi is dozing off, and honestly, same. Time to call it a day. Like Saturday, I slept until 12:30 p.m. My sleep schedule is so messed up. Please send help. The weather outside was really nice, so I felt guilty for not going out. I called my family and talked to a few friends just to update them, and then clean my room. Since I'm doing the introduction to deep learning course and have forgotten quite a bit, I'm doing a math review session right now because I know if I don't get the basics down from the start, I won't be able to keep up with the course later. In case you're wondering why I didn't work during the week, well, it's because I didn't. It's my first master's semester at TUM, and I've heard the studies here are tough and demanding. Therefore, I want to spend this time figuring out how to manage my time well and get into a proper routine. I also saved up before coming here, so the money should be enough to get me through the first semester. This week it just happened to be more eventful than usual. Normally, I don't do much during the week. Anyway, I would say my first month in Munich and at TUM has been going pretty well. I'm trying not to make the same mistake I did during my bachelor's, which is only focusing on studying and forgetting to socialize. So far, so great. Everyone I've met has been really nice, and it feels like I'm slowly settling in. I hope I survive the first semester successfully and that things stay this way or even get better. Bye!